Hello everybody, my name is BearCozy and today we're playing some Awaken Chaos Era. Now, when you first load into the screen, if you just started, you first load into the game, this is your tavern and this is where you will do all of the things. At first glance, there looks like there's a lot going on there, but it's actually not that bad. On the bottom right hand side, you see FOODY. He's our cute little guy over here, and he will be our guide for the journey through the game. He will make suggestions and help us to progress through the game. First thing to note, we are in manual mode. If you look on the top right hand corner, there is an auto mode and there's also a 2x speed mode right next to it, which are both currently locked since we just started and we're working on progressing through the campaign and through the tutorial. So Evelyn has a nice trait. This character's attack increases by 5% at the end of every turn with a max of 5 stacks. Her first ability is a thrust, which deals 60% damage to an enemy. Her second ability is a 30% defense down, so we are going to open with that. And her third ability deals 120% damage to an enemy, and it's a guaranteed critical strike if an enemy has a defense down. So what we want to do is we want to open with her second ability. And let's go for this guy here. Defense down on him. Now the next champ we have deals 60% damage to an enemy and grants attack up. So we're just going to use her first ability and kill off that zombie there. Alright, so now since our defense down is on cooldown, we're going to do first ability there. Kill off that zombie. And we're going to continue progressing. Snowstorm deals 90% damage to all enemies, so we're going to save that for when there are more enemies. Her second ability deals 90% damage to an enemy using an attack that bounces. So I think we can just go ahead and use her first ability, which is her A1. Hello, my name is Celine. Hello, Celine. Hello, I'm Evelyn. Fantastic. Let's skip through that and get our experience. Fantastic. And you could see we got some rewards just for completing that quick tutorial. Now, a couple of quick things to know. As your very first run through, you could see we got boots and we got a new hero. They both have a first at the top of the border. Those rewards are guaranteed only the first run through. We also picked up some gold, which is our currency for the game. And we picked up a 1-star helmet. And it is currently in a warrior set, which is in a 2-piece bonus. So let's tap continue and we're going to be moving on. Alright, so we've just completed Brave Girl, which is 1-1. You again is our 1-2 campaign. So we got Evelyn, who's level 2. We got Celine, who's level 1. And looks like it wants us to battle. So we're going to go ahead and continue there. And we're going to follow the progression of the tutorial for now. You will occasionally encounter stronger elite enemies. A special mark will be displayed below them. Very cool. Be cautious when you see the special mark. So he is a strong guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick Evelyn. We're going to go with our defense down on her A2, which will allow us to do a lot more damage. And then we're just going to do a snowstorm, which will AoE all the enemies. Now, we did not kill the first guy, but Evelyn's A3 is a guaranteed critical strike if the enemy has defense down. And a critical strike typically does 100% bonus damage. I believe in this game it's a little bit more, so we're going to go ahead and use it. And her critical strike should finish him off. Very nice. He is down. Some more dialogue. Now, I'm skipping most of this dialogue as I've been through this before. I did play in beta, and I really enjoyed the game. And we got our victory. Very cool. Alright, so our account is now level 2. Our energy went up. Our max energy went up. Our champions went up, which is fantastic. And we got some gear. Now, as you can see, for our first clear, we got 500 jelly, which is experience that we can use to level up other heroes. And we also got a 2-star piece of armor, which is fantastic. It is also in a warrior set. And we also got some gold, 150 gold, and a 1-star warrior ring. So since these are all in a warrior set, the 15% attack will help us if we have 2 pieces that are matching of the same set on a character. So let's go ahead and continue through this. So FOODY wants us to go ahead and upgrade Evelyn. And we're going to do just that, and we're going to follow the cues. Now, Celine, we're going to upgrade as well. Let's give her a couple of levels. Very cool. So if you find your enemies too tough to beat, remember to come and upgrade your heroes. This is very, very cool. All right, let's back out and continue our adventure. Now, we've just beat 1 and 2. Let's go to campaign mode 1, 3. And back to battle we go. So far, if you remember, we've collected a couple of pieces of gear, which we have not yet equipped. But we're still following the tutorial, and we should not have any issues. So since the green zombie is a stronger hero, and the guy in the back is a stronger hero, let's do a defense down on the zombie. He is completely dead. Then we're going to do a nice AoE. See if we can kill off that second zombie. And now we just have this guy left to work with. So we're just going to use the A1 there for the first ability. So looks like Celine is silenced. And if you're ever curious as to what these buffs and debuffs mean, these symbols above their health bars, you can come up here to the information icon right up top. And you can click on it and it will tell you Celine is silenced, can only use basic abilities. And of course, we know Evelyn Straight increases her attack by 5%, and it stacks up to 5 stacks maximum. So that is a buff that she puts on herself. So let's go ahead and use the A1 here. Kill that guy. He deflected it, didn't do enough damage. Let's see if Evelyn can finish him off. And we almost get there. We're very close. We're going to A1 again. Down he goes, and we get ourselves a new piece of gear. We got another 1-star helmet. And we cleared the first wave. And we got our victory screen. Celine leveled up. Evelyn is already level 5. She is almost ready to level some more. Very cool. We got more gear and some more gold for first time clear. So this is coming along very nicely. This is still a tutorial as we go along. So it looks like FOODY wants us to clear chapter 1-3 on normal. And here's our first quest. Storyline adventure. Clear chapter 1-3 on normal. We just did that. Click on that. We got a reward of 10k gold. Now, clear chapter 1-4 on normal. Chapter 1 stage 4 is the next battle, and let's just go right into it. Not a whole lot we can do just yet. We got Evelyn, we got Celine. They're both level 5, and we can't really do a whole lot right now as we're still going through the tutorial. Now, I've played this game before during beta, and I really enjoyed it, so I will be skipping all the chit-chat and all the cutscenes for the most part. Looks like we're at a boss. So we're working through the boss. Let's do defense down on him since he's got the most amount of health. And you could see if you click the symbol here, you could see he's affected by a defense down, which breaks his defense by 30%. We're going to use a 3 on Celine, and we're going to see if we can kill off the minions. And we do just that, which is very nice. Now, since he has defense down, a 3 from Evelyn will give us a nice critical strike. Very, very cool. Let's try out this bouncy ball. I have not tried this aqua smash yet. Not too bad. So we're progressing. He takes his turn, counterattacks. Evelyn's skills are on cooldown. All we can do is her A1, so I think we're going to do that. Now, as we progress, I am really looking forward to unlocking this auto button and this 2x speed, this ×2 speed, and the top right-hand corner. So let's do a 1 here, finish him off, get our armor, skip the chit-chat, and it looks like we found ourselves a nice dragon egg. We got our little dragon, nice. This is very cool. He's adorable, and he's probably my favorite part of the game because he helps us summon shards. And who does not like summoning shards and getting new champs? So let's go ahead and continue through that. Got our victory. Our account is progressing nicely. Got Evelyn. We got Celine. They're both level 6. And as you could see, the first time through, we get a lot of rewards. Now, one thing to keep in mind, We got a new sword here. It is only a 1 star, but for right now, it will do the same with gear. If you click on this gear, you click on any of these icons, they will tell you what they do. So for first clear, we got ourselves 1,000 jelly, which is fantastic. We can use that later to level up some champs. We also have a standard gear charm. We can use the gear charm to level our gear. Of course, we got some gold and we got some equipment, some armor as well. So let's continue through that and see what else we can do. All right, very cool. Got our little blue dragon and he's introducing himself. We're saying hello and he's happy to see us and we're happy to see him. Now, it wants us to continue and tap the summon button. And we're gonna do just that. Let's go to the advanced summons. And we actually have a free summon, which is fantastic. And we also have a chance to get a legendary hero, which is only 1%. Now, on the bottom of your screen, you could see 1% plus 0. That means there are no boosted summon events going on. When there are events, that percentage will be higher to get a Lego. So let's, with some luck, let's see what we can get. Come on, baby. Show me some gold. Very cool. We got a nice epic champion. His name is Kane, and he's a bear. Now, if you're going through the game first time, Kane is fantastic. How about a cool name? All right. Let's get rid of that name. And my name is going to be BearCozy, but since I played it in the beta and I still have my account, we are going to be 2 bear and 2 cozy because I am bear and it is cold. And you could see that I'm in a flannel, so I am cozy. This is going to be the second account. So 2 bear, 2 cozy is going to be me. Let's go to the Heroes tab. Let's click on Kane. We'll go to details and we're going to upgrade Kane just a few times to get him some levels. Now, we got a nice weapon for him. So let's follow the cues for now. And we're going to equip his sword. Let's have a look. Click on that. We'll click enhance. And as you can see, we have 3 charms. And we're going to click enhance. And bam. As long as you have enough materials, you can use them to enhance your gear for a small fee. Of course, it does cost gold to enhance your gear. So next thing we can do is we can just throw on a nice warrior helmet. And you can see right over here, we have a gear bonus because we put on a 2-piece set. We have a warrior set on him, which will give him 15% attack, which is fantastic. Don't know if we have boots. Let's put that on him. Let's throw a ring on him. And let's throw on some armor on him. So now we have 2 warrior set bonuses, which is fantastic. And if you come up here to this info button, this will tell you his stats. Now there's a more button right under his crit rate. If you click more, this will bring up all of your hero stats and you can look at their attack, their crit rate, crit damage, precision, and so on. So we're going to go back. And we're going to follow tutorial. Now, it wants us to go back to the adventure mode.
Not everyone knows how fun magic is.
Very cool. So we got Evelyn at level 6. We got Celine at level 6. Now we can bring Kane, who's actually level 8. And he should help us along. Now, we do have a 4th slot available right next to Kane. But we don't have a 4th hero. So we're just going to click continue. So, quick thing to note. We have now unlocked our auto button. At the very top right corner, we have an auto button which will complete the battles automatically and help us farm through our stages, which is very, very cool. The next one to come is the 2x speed, which is still locked, but we'll get there. So let's go ahead and click auto, and we're just gonna auto this dungeon right through. Now, quick mental note on auto. The champs do not use their defense down skills or attack down skills first. They typically start with their third skill, which is their A3. But that might change in the future. So keep in mind, for the most amount of damage that you want to do, you want to go in with your defense down first, because that lowers the opponent's defense, so we can do a lot more damage. All right. So, Chapter 1, Stage 6 is next. Kane's got some gear. We have just opened our spells. Now, if we click on spells, these spells are absolutely fantastic, and they are not dependent on the heroes that are in your formation, which is very cool, which means any group of champions can use those selected spells, and you can mix and match as you wish. All right. Very cool. So it looks like we found a new champion called Zachary. Now, Zachary is a new hero that we've come across, and I keep calling them champions because I do play raid. Very nice. Our account is up to level 3. Our energy went up a little bit, and our max energy went up from 55 to 60, which is good, which means we can max out. We can have a higher reserve pool. Very cool. So first clear for Campaign 1, Stage 6, we got 1,000 jelly. We got a nice little necklace. We can probably throw that on the bear. And then we actually got a new hero, which is very cool. Boom! We got Zachary. Zachary is an elite champ, and he's actually pretty good. Now, first impressions, he looks awesome. I like his hair, I like his beard, and I definitely love his sword. Going into 1-7, let's throw Zachary in. Zachary doesn't really have any gear right now, but that's okay. We're just going to progress through since we're doing fine. Remember that new spell that we just unlocked? I went ahead and took it off auto, and here's your spell in the bottom left-hand corner. Now, Smoldering Flames is our special, and this does not depend on the characters that you have in the team. You can have any of the champions, any of the heroes in the team, and anyone can use it, and this will be on auto. So we can either click on it and use it manually, or we can leave it on auto. So let's just go ahead and click on it, and we're just going to nuke them down, and that is what it looks like. There we go. Bear goes in with his A1. The boss counterattacks, and it looks like we're progressing quite nicely. Zachary's got a pretty nice hit there. Now remember, none of our champs have gear except for Kane, and we haven't had the ability to put that necklace on him that we just got. Even though it's a 1-star necklace, it'll help us to boost his stats. There we go. And Zachary finishes him off. Celine leveled up. Very cool. We got some new rewards, some jelly, some gold, and a nice new weapon. The weapon is only 1 star. It's not really that great. The higher stars, typically the better. But it'll help us progress for sure. Let's go through 1-8, and we're just going to continue since they're doing really well. Very nice. Let's continue plowing through. Let them do what they do. Now, auto is very, very good for faster farming if you don't want the manual every single time, which is very good. And as we start to open up some new dungeons and some harder content, we will want the manual to make sure that our defense down goes first. But for the most part, campaigns, you can typically auto and go through it pretty quickly so you can get those rewards and that loot. And he can be very strong. All right, we got another necklace, which is very good, and we came across another summon shard. What's this? Let's go. Let's channel that power. No big deal. We're just channeling a random shard we found. That's not dangerous at all. Let's skip in through all the dialogue. We got our victory. Zachary leveled up to level 6, which is awesome. Evelyn's level 9 already. We plowed through, and look at all the gear we got. Now, for the first clear, we got 4 pieces of warrior set gear, which is fantastic. Warrior set is a 2-piece set, so we can actually use that on one of our champs. All right, so we just finished chapter 1 and we are on to chapter 2. Now, if you look at the map, chapter 1 is 80% complete. And if we click on chapter 1, at the end of every chapter, there is a challenge. The challenges are usually fairly hard. So we can go ahead and attempt. But before we do, a couple of things to note. On the bottom left-hand side is our difficulty. If you click on that, right now, I am in a common difficulty, which is the easiest one. There is no option for me to switch because I have not made it to hard yet. As soon as I make it to hard campaign, there will be an option to switch difficulty, and that is going to be on the bottom left-hand side. The other thing, there's a zoom out button right here represented by this exclamation mark. This will zoom you out to the main map. And if we go back to chapter 1, because that is where our exclamation mark is, and that is where it wants us to go. The other thing to keep an eye on the left-hand side, right above the zoom out, this is our current location. If we click on that from wherever we are, that will take us to the next point in the story, which is 2-1, so we can continue progressing. So if you ever get lost, click on that button. And that button is right there, right above the zoom out. So that is very, very handy. So if you're farming scrolls for your characters or you're farming somewhere else and you forgot where you were, that is very handy. You can click on that and it'll take you right to your next waypoint, right to your next adventure. And the other thing is on the bottom right-hand corner, there are chapter details represented by the map. And you could see the exclamation mark on that. It wants us to take a look at that. So if we click there, you could see the rewards we got. So first clear rewards, we got a meal ticket, which is used to replenish our bread, which is essentially our energy. The second one is a 2-star pumpkin. So if you're coming from any game that is similar, like as I've mentioned, I play Raid, this is your 2-star chicken, which is very, very nice. And the diamonds are essentially your gems, which we can use to buy 2-star pumpkins and refresh bread. I'm going to go back to the tavern, have a look around some more, and that's going to do it for this episode. Stay tuned, and I will see you in the next one.